Well, those cowbells have certainly changed the tune I was going to start off with. Yeah, well anyway, let's get ready to jungle. Let's get ready to jungle. Yes, jungle time. Well, if you've been following the videos, I absolutely pissed myself off when I rode this for the first time off-road. Epoxy ohlins suspension in the front there, it was so hard it almost threw me off the trail about 4 times. Anyway, as soon as I got back home I was disgusted. I switched the ECUs over to my other bike because I've only got one, and I took that out and that was fine. So when I got back later that day, I took the suspension apart on this thing. I found 1 grade of oil in there, which was something like a 10 weight, it was red, and in here was something like cooking ghee. It was brown, and it was, well, at least a 20. It was, yeah. So also the spring in there was, as I suspected, it was the 85 kN spring, because in Thailand if you're going to do something you have to go over the top on everything. You can't just make small adjustments to make things better. Now if you can put the biggest thing available on there, then that's what you do. Usually they upgrade the tires to wider than normal, and then the bike steers like shit. But now you've got to put everything on that's bigger. You've got to have black smoke coming out the exhaust pipe rather than just tune it for a little bit more mid-range. No, you've got to have black smoke. So anyway, yes, not only do we have an 85 kN spring in there, but there was also a 1-inch spacer, which I didn't know was in there until I tipped the fork out to get the dregs of the oil out, and this spacer fell out. Well, I found the fitting instructions later on that day, and it says fit the spring to the fork, then put the spacer in. So even that was wrong. But this is Thailand. This is what you come to expect. So yeah, I measured the spring length up against the stock spring that they supplied as well in a box, and the spring lengths are exactly the same. So basically they put a spacer in there, and they'd already put a ton of preload on top of a heavyweight spring. I mean, it's no wonder it was shit. So I've ripped the lot out and gone back to standard, and here I am now in the jungle. So let's go through the jungle here, because it's the beer shop over the other side. And let's see what this thing handles like. It's still a bit choppy, of course. Spring's going to be as hard as the front, because I bought them from the same guy. Must have been the most horrible riding experience if he was like 65 kilos. Yeah, this is a little bit, I'm not really in control of what's going on. I'm also on quick tyres for the first time. I'm an IRC man. I don't know what effect the tyres are having, but this is a bit, it's not confidence. Mind you, this is quick, mind. This concert, but of course the nonce keeps cancelling them. Yeah, this is very beautiful power on it, and the power is fucking lovely. 301 conversion. We're 100% on that. Certainly no lack in the power. 301. Oh, that hurt. Stock ECU. Stock 300 ECU. We gotta get the menace of this suspension sorted out now, because this is holding me back. Yeah, I'm being catapulted off my line. A lot. Yeah, no, that is very unnerving. I'm literally hardly touching the throttle because I'm not confident where the bike's going to send me. Let's go left bit. No, let's go this way. I've not done this in a long time. Power is absolutely smooth. It's lovely. But the steering, no, I'm not enjoying the steering at all. Absolutely loving the power. Did I mention that? Whoa! See, that would have fucking done that one there. Both of those nearly had me then. There's no way I would have done that on the other bike. That's up though, because I'm stock suspension in the front and light oil. I'm not going where I want to go. Great power, the power, the power, the power. Honestly, I had a KTM 400XC and it was horrible because there was too much power. And this is borderline. But it's good, it's not unmanageable. But that EXC, every time you breathed on the throttle, it just exploded and away from underneath you, which was shit. Run out of time on this actually. Maybe I put a stock rear shock back in and see what it feels like then. This is definitely a nice ride, but I don't want to go to paradise today, so There is.